Jungkook, your ex-boyfriend is your new boss. 4 years ago, he broke up with you and left you heartbroken. Now he's back as a rich billionaire, whereas you are struggling financially. So you decided to work for him in order to pay your bills. Meanwhile, Jungkook is trying to tease you on a daily basis. Finally, he kissed you and you both couldn't hold back the pent-up tension anymore. He even gifted you a diamond necklace on your birthday. A detailed video of you both screwing at the office is pinned in the comment section below. Please take a look. Wyan's point of view. I'm waiting for Jungkook to arrive at the airport. Miss Wyan, Jungkook nodded. Mr. Jung, I responded dryly. Some billionaire hotshot you are. What? Jungkook side-eyed me. Business class? I thought you would have a private jet or two by now. I only bring it out for the ladies I'm trying to impress. He smirked. I scoffed, but for some odd reason internally felt relieved. I returned my attention to the catalog in my hands. Flipping through the pages, a familiar logo caught my attention. It was the logo on the bag and box from yesterday, Jungkook's gift. A gasp left my lips seeing the price underneath. You gifted me a $15,000 necklace? I blurted out. Jungkook stared at the catalog, then me. Yes? Why the hell would you do that? I thought it would look nice on you. You just don't gift a $50,000 necklace to anyone. Well, you're not just anyone, are you? Don't say. I paused, hearing our flight being called. Time to board. He stood. I don't want it. Why? Why? I laughed dryly. Of course you would ask why. I keep accepting all your help anyway because I'm too shameless and hopeless not to. So why would I not want this too? I didn't mean it that way, Wyan. It's just a gift. Oh yes, I'm not just anyone, right? Yes. Jungkook, you don't get to act mean 1 minute, mysterious and shady the next, and then sweet all of a sudden, when you haven't even apologized for leaving me like that 4 years ago. You left me. You ended things. I noticed a few heads turn our way and sighed, sinking into the seat further. Wyan, just leave me alone, please. I quickly opened the headset package and fumbled with the music control. I'm sorry, I really am, he said, although his words were muffled by the loudness of the music from the headset. I remained silent and closed my eyes. 4 years ago, it was Jungkook's and my first Christmas together. I opened the gift box. It was a Rolex watch that cost a pretty buck but was worth every penny. Cook's demeanor had been a bit off all week. I pinned it on the stress of his new job but planned to fix that and make this the best first couple Christmas ever. I am back. I paused at the door, seeing Cook roll out a box from the room. Are we going somewhere? Oh no, did I ruin a surprise? I groaned. You did actually. He handed me an envelope. Are those tickets? Where could we possibly travel to on Christmas Eve? They are not tickets. His straight tone made me look up at him. Really look up at him. He looked different. I got the worst sinking feeling in my belly. What's wrong? What's in here? I'm breaking up with you. What? I don't think we are fit to be together anymore. What? I repeated but laughed, unable to believe what was happening. Is this some sort of prank? Because if it is, it's really not funny, Cook. It's not a prank. What do you mean? Look, I thought we were being odd because of issues at work, not us. I started stuttering. We were fine, Cook. No, I was tired. I am tired. Tired of me? I whispered. Yes, tired of this. You're only weighting me down. His dark eyes that once held so much warmth for me stared down at me coldly and I shivered. Why are you doing this? Saying all these things? Staring at me like that? Let's talk. Let's fix this, Cook. I pleaded. There is no fixing this. You can have the apartment. He rolled his box past me but paused at the door. Don't look for me or try to contact me. I don't love you anymore. It's really over, so don't ever look back. End of the flashback. I slowly opened my eyes and frowned, seeing and feeling people moving around me. We just landed. Wyan, Jungkook's hand stopped me from standing. What? I glared at his hand, then him. He took it off. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about a lot of things, but what good is an apology if there's no explanation to back it up? I don't expect an explanation. Not today, not ever. Nearly 4 years later, and I could still remember everything. The tears, the heartache, the pain. The pain. For weeks I was keep looking back, calling and texting every single day. He never answered. God, I was so stupid then. But after the pain, finally came the moving on. I picked myself up and never looked back again until now. How did you achieve John Tech anyway? Did you sell your soul to devil? Oh no, never mind, I remember. I was the one holding you back from your success and glory. I guess that's why we are on opposite end of the spectrum now. I laughed loudly and took my box from him. That's not, he was saying, but the rest of his words fell away as I swiftly entered the building. Where do I stay? I asked once we were in his luxury penthouse apartment. Third door to the left, he pointed, and I started moving. Wyan, he stopped me. You weren't holding me back or weighting me down. You know, I thought I was for a while. I chuckled. I thought everything was really my fault, but finally realized it wasn't. It was all your fault, just you. It was Thursday, barely 5 o'clock, my first time in Chicago, and I was angry. I needed to cool off. I got out of the room to find Jungkook dressed in sweatpants and a round neck shirt. I was instantly annoyed all over again. Why did he have to look that good? Hey, he sat up as he saw me. Hey, I mumbled. I just ordered some food. Eat it alone, I'm going out. To where? Anywhere. You could get lost. I'll find my way back just fine. I still felt so angry. And him sitting there, looking like I just kicked his puppy, wasn't helping my internal conflict at all. And he, just sitting there looking sad and sexy at the same time, annoys me so much. I mean, he broke up with me, not the other way around. He doesn't get to act like I'm the one hurting him. And he shouldn't look that good either. I complained to the handsome ginger-haired stranger I met at the bar. I noticed a bit of frustration. Of course I'm frustrated. I'm everything frustrated at this point. He's so frustrating. I can't take it anymore, I groaned. You should go back to him then. Talk things out. Or just do it. One of your problems is bound to be solved. The lady in green over there has been smiling my way for 2 minutes now. I shouldn't keep her waiting. Good luck with your man. The handsome stranger smirked and patted my shoulder. He placed some money on the counter, nodded at the bartender and left. I agree. Talk it out face to face like adults or in the bedroom. Something's going to get solved either way. You get that closure or relieve your frustration. The bartender chipped in with a smirk. I don't want to have to do it with him, I grumbled half-heartedly. Hey, how long have I been here for? He checked his watch. Nearly 2 hours. 2 hours? Oh no, it must be dark outside now. Where's my phone? I fumbled in my bag for my phone and found it. I grimaced, seeing the time and number of calls and texts I had missed, all from Jungkook. He's going to be so mad. I could already imagine his expression. Angry makeup thing. The bartender winked and I blushed. I left the bar and hailed a taxi. It took a whole 30 minutes to reach the apartment. When the elevator door opened, Jungkook was there, in front of the long couch, pacing back and forth, while squeezing his phone in one hand. He looked up and the look he gave me, oh God, a shiver ran down my spine, not in fear but anticipation. Where the hell have you been, Wyan? Here and there, I shrugged, walking towards him. Here and there? It's 11:30 and I have been calling you for hours. I know you're mad at me, but this is... Just shut up, I sighed. Shut up and kiss me. Closing the distance between us, I wrapped my arms around his neck and let our lips meet. Are you drunk? He pulled away. No, I sensed the faint taste of wine on his lips, and stared at the glass of wine on the table. Are you? No. Good. I smiled and kissed him again. What are you doing? He asked, pulling away again. Trying to kiss you? But that clearly isn't working out well either. I want to kiss you, Ryan. Hell, more than kiss you. But you were angry just hours ago and now you want to kiss me? He stared at me like I have sprouted another head. I really may have. Me too. I want to do a lot more than kiss you. I ignored the rest of his words and placed my hand against his chest. With a little push, he fell on the couch. You're driving me up against a wall here, he whispered. His hands moved, one into my hair, the other curved around my waist. I think it's more of a couch in this case, he chuckled. Then his eyes held mine in a long open stare. He could have said something, I could have said something, but we didn't. It was a silent understanding. Soon we were both like this and about to do it on a probably very expensive leather couch. Oh no, he suddenly cursed. What? I don't have protection. Check my bag. I pointed and his eyes widened. Got them on my way here, I smiled. Light slowly filled my eyes. Oh God, I shot up. Underneath the sheet, I was as like that as the day I was born, confirming it all. Jungkook and I really did it. Not once either. There was a mirror opposite the bed and from it, I could see my current state. I had after hair, after eyes. Was that a hickey? I brought it upon myself anyway. I would take a shower, dress up, face him and be totally cool. I could handle this. I started wondering where Jungkook was. The goal was to sneak back to my room unnoticed. I reached the door, opened it and barely looked out. Are you trying to be James Bond right now? Huh? No, I smoothly ran a hand through my knotted hair and held onto the sheets with the other, pretending my heart wasn't beating 2 times faster as Jungkook appeared. He smiled and walked down the passage. I followed him into the kitchen. I couldn't bolt anymore. That would be showing cowardice and I wasn't a coward. Are you making something? X. Cool. Do you regret last night? He suddenly asked, staring at me intently. I initiated it. Regret would be irrelevant now. Good. He grinned. Good? I repeated, now feeling unsure. Yes, good. He pulled me against his chest and I held on to tighter the sheets. I like your little wrap-up, but I'm very tempted to remove it. He dipped his head, slowly taking my lips between his. I could feel my hands loosening their hold on the sheets and almost didn't care. Your eggs are going to burn, I whispered. I can get breakfast through other means. He smirked against my lips. I was tempted to smile. You'd be late for the meeting too. I hit his chest and pulled back. All right, man, he smiled. You should leave then, before I really do pull it off. Finally returning to my room, I leaned against the door and released a loud sigh. What had I gotten myself into? I placed everything in a folder and got up after the 2 long hours of meeting. Jungkook smiled and headed out of the room with me following behind. Staring at the folder containing the minutes, a memory randomly flashed popped into my head. The night Jungkook fired me. Why were those files so important? I asked aloud. What files? The one you fired me over months ago? You say fired just like it wasn't justified? Justified? I laughed humorously. It was way past midnight when you called and I was busy at the moment. You can't expect me to be available 24/7. You're literally my personal assistant. How long do I have to be your PA for anyways? Lillian seems more than capable of handling it all. She could probably run a country. I finished and he chuckled. Already tired of seeing my handsome face daily? His expression was smug. It has a whole lot more to do with the handsome pay than your face. I nodded and he smiled. His hand moved again, his thumb tracing my lower lips. I had the sudden urge to bite down on it. How many hours do we have until the gala starts? About 5, I roughly calculated. Perfect. You didn't answer my question about the files. They were just very important, he dismissed. Then he went, being all mysterious and shady again. I can't, he started, but I cut in. You can't explain, that's fine. I don't want any explanation, remember? Walking into that boardroom and seeing you for the first time in years, do you know what my second thought was? I shook my head, although I had a few ideas. I wanted you to quit. His tone was almost bashful. That wasn't the first, I asked and meant it. Or was the first, I hate her, then she needs to quit. Then again, I was surprised you didn't fire me on the spot. I went on. I have never hated you, Ryan. Those 5 words sounded more shrill than glass shattering. I broke away from him, ending up on the bed. I don't believe you. My voice was low. I know you don't. He sat next to me on the bed. I couldn't believe him. Believe if he had never hated me, then why? Why did he want me to quit? Let's say I did want explanation. Would you give me right now? Do you want them now? Even if I did, I don't think you will tell me. So no, I still don't want them. It's getting late. We should start leaving. I'm not ready to leave yet. His hand closed against my waist while his head dropped on my shoulder. I battled between pushing him away and hugging him back. Ryan, will you stay by my side if you come to know that I work in the mafia? Jungkook, is this some sort of joke or something? 4 years ago, I told all those mean things to you because I didn't want you to mess up your life. I never knew my father was a mafia boss until then. I was scared. What if something terrible happened to you? I couldn't live with that guilt. So I had no other choice but to break up with you in the meanest way possible. I never hated you, Ryan. I always loved you. I still do. Jungkook, you could have told me. And then, I couldn't risk your life, Ryan. I cut off every single friend of mine and you because I had no other option. You asked me how I made Jungkook. It's all through my father's mafia connections. So, are you working for the mafia now? I don't work for them. They work for me. I am the mafia boss, Ryan. After my father's death, that position automatically came to me. Guys, do you think Ryan will be able to forgive Jungkook? Will she accept the mafia boss? Please do comment. For more videos, please subscribe this channel. Have a great day, dear ones. Bye.